On May 5, 2011, I wrote, "All religions are bound to become corrupt as they are carried out by man. Hypocrisy grows as a religion does, when one's faith is only marked by name and ethnicity rather than carrying out a greater will. If I were to create a new faith, it would grow and become corrupt eventually. That is why faith must grow within us. Failure and relapse is inevitable. But within it, awareness of our shortcomings lead to growth. In that sense, our personal faith will always be as close to perfect as can be hoped." All right, now let's break down this into parts. Firstly, is it still true that religions are bound to be corrupt as they are carried out by humans? I would say that is and will always be objectively true, bearing some mass global evolution of the human species. Religions will always have a hierarchical structure due to varying degrees of spiritual development and understanding. Humans are always flawed and swayed by power and sensual pleasure. This is evolutionary and very hard to eradicate within ourselves. While most religions are founded by those who have emancipated themselves from these shackles, most people are seeking religion out to learn skills to disencumber themselves. By this logic, most adherents, as almost all humans, are highly susceptible to the human condition that corrupts religion, in the same way they corrupt all other aspects of civilization. Hypocrisy grows as a religion does. Yes, again, this is objectively true, especially in areas where religion becomes a practice by the majority. People become comfortable in beliefs that have no adversity, therefore weakening their spiritual growth. Adversity tests beliefs and weeds out dogmatic elements that are not objectively true. Once a religion becomes prevalent in a culture, it becomes intertwined with ethnicity more so than tested belief structures. Practice becomes weak and spiritual prowess becomes stunted. Once this occurs, hypocrisy becomes rampant. If I were to create a new faith, it would grow and become corrupt eventually. That is why faith must grow within us. I would say this still holds true as well. As mentioned, within 1 or 2 generations of adherence, any religion I created, no matter how perfect, would be sullied. The concept of faith growing within us is also true, but also lends itself to inherent problems. When we individualize our religion, we are essentially picking and choosing which elements work best for us. This could allow for maximum spiritual growth or complete collapse of spiritual direction and rationalization to engage in behaviors that would negate the intended purpose. I would amend this quote by saying that the core of your religion should be completely practiced and understood on a deep spiritual level before you begin individualizing it. In this way, we can control more for erroneous rationalizations that would inhibit our practice and maintain the fundamental aspects that lend itself to meaningful spiritual growth. Failure and relapse is inevitable, but within it, awareness of our shortcomings lead to growth. In that sense, our personal faith will always be as close to perfect as can be hoped. Again, this still remains true if the core of the religion and the objective truths within it are not removed during the individualization process. Honesty, openness to change, third-party observation, and total self-examination are how we challenge these rationalizations. In the nearly 10 years since I journaled this, I continue to agree with it. Religion is no tool for destruction, only a vehicle for personal growth. The inherent nature of man is what corrupts it. That doesn't mean that you throw the baby out with the bathwater. Removing religion would not solve anything, since people are at the root of its shortcomings. Once you tap into the objective truths of your religion and grasp it from a fundamental perspective, then you can work to individualize it. Do not be quick to disregard outside opinion. Some believe spiritual enlightenment comes from a God, some believe it comes from nature, some believe it comes from within. But either way, faith must grow within us. If there's anything that's been discussed in this video that you want to hear more about, please leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks for listening and take care.